Death is not the end, especially if you're a dead celebrity that never really died in the first place.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
They say the only certainties in life are death and taxes, but you know what? You can go ahead and cross death off that list because some people that you think are dead aren't really dead.
Because this is the kind of thing that happens. I mean, Olivia Newton-John's ex-boyfriend faked his own death. I'm faking my own beard. But today we're gonna talk about some of the most popular theories about celebrities faking their own deaths. It's time for Fake Your Death Till You Make Your Death, Celebrity Edition. Let's get started with probably the most popular celebrity to have possibly faked his death. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. Now,
you want Elvis to be alive. Let's just go on record right off the bat.
No, I don't.
You were a big Elvis fan?
No, I wanted to be dead because he supposedly died on August 1977. I was born in October 1977, so I hold a dream.
You think you reincarnated?
I'm reincarnated. And if he's alive, I'm not him. So don't tell me he's alive, but he might be. Let's talk about it. Okay. He was 42 years old when he died. Cause of death, massive heart attack. The rumor has it that he was on the toilet, even though I think he was just in the bathroom. Massive drug overdose, also massive overdose of fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Ooh. Those two things really didn't do his body well.
Had my first one 2 weeks ago. It was amazing.
Oh, really?
Don't even like bananas.
Add mayonnaise
Loved it.
to it.
And Nutella, I did.
Okay, you're crazy. All right, why do people think that he faked his death?
Because they wanted to be alive, it's that simple.
Well, one of the main theories goes that, it's not even a theory, it's just a fact. On his tombstone, it says Elvis Aaron Presley, but it's Aaron, two A's, but he actually spelled it with one A. Really? So, of course, because they misspelled his middle name, he must still be alive.
Well, if that's not his name, that's not him. I'm with you.
It's just called a misprint, dude. Okay.
I love how we both keep switching back and forth.
But
like,
also,
who's gonna believe this?
The National Enquirer, very reputable source, posted photos of Elvis's open casket funeral. They actually paid a cousin to go in and take a snapshot during the funeral. And then they released these. It was a big deal when it happened. Here it is. And lots of people who think that he's not dead say that is obviously a wax figure. That is not Elvis. But I have examined this black and white photo very, very closely. My professional opinion is that's probably Elvis.
It looks like a really young Elvis, which is weird to me. It doesn't look like the old Elvis.
Oh, it's weird to you. Well, maybe he's not dead. Now, he has been seen by hundreds of people all around the world. And there is a really interesting thing that happened. Supposedly. The day after Elvis died, a man named John Burroughs appeared at the Memphis airport, bought a one-way ticket to Buenos Aires, Argentina, and he reportedly looked and sounded just like the king himself. And John Burroughs was the alias that Elvis allegedly used when he would book hotels and when communicating with the FBI. You remember that? When he used to communicate with the FBI?
Don't remember, but I've heard about it.
But I think the best evidence for Elvis still being around is this one video that we have found.
Oh.
And that is the fact that he never left Graceland. He actually just stuck around and now he is trimming the shrubs. He is the groundskeeper at Graceland.
And this is someone's conspiracy theory, not just yours.
This is definitely a conspiracy theory, and we have video evidence. Let's show that. Here he is.
Okay.
Now you tell me that's not Elvis.
Are you talking about the guy in the orange shirt who's the only one on screen because it looks nothing like Elvis?
Yeah, no. I mean, I know he looks a lot like Kenny Rogers, but a lot of people think that this is Elvis.
He's walking right towards us.
And now watch what happens now.
He's gonna confront us.
Watch what happens with this left hand. Watch it. See that right there? That symbol? You think he might just be scratching his temple? Oh, and look, he's got a freaking Elvis t-shirt on.
It says his name
What
on
are the
it.
chances? Why would you wear an Elvis t-shirt if you're not Elvis? So anyway,
he might
I'm
think
not making
Elvis
this
is
up.
weak.
Lots of people think that this is Elvis because he would be 81. Kind of walks like Elvis, got an Elvis t-shirt, and he did this symbol with his finger.
What is
which,
that?
according to the description in this YouTube video, is the proof of life signal.
What?
The international sign of proof of life, not the international sign of I have an itch on my head. Because
the guy's alive, but that's not the proof I'm Elvis signal.
Yeah, it is. You just saw the king, man.
Okay.
Okay. You don't believe it. All right. Maybe he is dead.
I'm intrigued. I'm not going to close the case on it. Can I open it on Jim Morrison?
You can.
Of course, lead singer of The Doors, the Lizard King himself. Born 1943. He is currently 72 years old.
Right, because he's not dead.
And is alive. But he supposedly died July 3rd, 1971 at the age of 27. Supposedly had heart failure and died in the bathtub of his Paris apartment.
These celebrities in their bathrooms.
But here's the skinny, man. No autopsy was performed.
Ooh.
No police report was filed.
What?
He was put on ice for 3 days and taken to the coroner. Only 2 people ever saw the body. His girlfriend and a shady doctor named Dr. Max Vasile.
Vasile?
Dr. Maximum Vasile.
That sounds shady.
Yeah, it sounds like a Bond villain.
Sounds like something you get treated for.
Yeah, if Vasile is your man, get a second opinion. But Jim had a motive, okay? Get this. 2 years earlier, he freaked out on stage and whipped out his ding-a-ling. He did. He did. I mean, I've heard about this.
Gotta die now.
And so he was out on bail after being arrested.
Was it accidental or purposeful?
It was purposeful.
What song was it?
He freaked out on stage.
Don't know.
Come on, baby, light my fire. I don't know.
Okay.
But that ain't it.
That's the one you know.
He was facing jail time, so he fled to Paris when 2 years later he died. So, but he didn't die. Where is he now? Theory 1, he is a bearded poet living in Schenectady, New York.
Sounds about right.
YouTuber named Broken Star has filmed a local man named Richard. That's what he's going by now, since 2009. Just watch Jim Morrison right here. Here he is.
Is that him?
Yep.
Looks like Santa Claus.
Came in for a landing.
Jimmy, skip down a road clothed in simple innocence, where wise men strode in their youthful exuberance. Take a share in our heritage and grow from a
Link.
seed planted with the experience.
He's a poet, just like Jim Morrison,
Well, I
the
mean,
Lizard King.
I can say a poem too. That doesn't make me Jim Morrison.
Can you say a poem as good as skip down a road clothed in simple innocence where wiser men strode in their youthful exuberance, take a share in our heritage and grow from a seed planted with the experience?
Okay, you're right. It is Jim Morrison. I'm sorry.
But I'll give you another theory too. He is living on a ranch in Eagle Point, Oregon. Gerald Pitts, who claimed to have been Jim Morrison's agent, said that Jim has changed his name to William James Lawyer, and he opened up a ranch called, get this, the Jim Morrison Sanctuary. A little creepy, huh? A little suspicious.
Why would Jim Morrison fake his own death and I'm gonna be real sneaky. I'm gonna open up the Jim Morrison Sanctuary.
And he can't hide. Look at this video, which puts all the puzzle pieces together. So what does William James Lawyer, AKA Jim Morrison, look like now? There he is.
Oh.
Holding his guns, but watch this.
Okay, because it didn't look like Jim Morrison the first time I saw it.
What, here we go. Wait
Still
for it.
doesn't look like Jim Morrison.
See that creeping in? Here it comes.
That's Jim Morrison's face coming in.
Yep, floating in, and BAM! There it is.
Completely covering his face?
No, it's there, man. That is him, same guy. The proprietor of Jim Morrison Sanctuary, my friends, is Jim Morrison.
Hold on, is it still under there? Is his original face still under there? Because if so, this is definitely believable to me.
Me too.
Okay. All right.
Got another one for you.
Possible.
Know you're a big fan of Tupac Shakur.
I am.
He is a rap artist who is still living. He's 45 years old now, if he's still alive, born in 1971. Oh, California love. He sang that.
Yeah, he was sounding just like that. Oh my goodness.
So, okay, listen.
You just dishonored him, whether he's dead or alive.
He supposedly died on September 7th, 1996, when he was at a Mike Tyson-Bruce Seldon fight, which I don't remember who Bruce Seldon is.
That's because he got knocked out by Mike Tyson.
You're probably right. And he was actually shot on September 7th. He did not die for 7 more days.
Okay.
So that night after the fight, he gets in the car and a white Cadillac pulls up next to Tupac and Suge Knight and fires 14 rounds into the car.
Okay.
Tupac was hit 4 times. Like I said, he dies 7 days later. But this is why it was fake, okay?
Okay.
Just think of these things. 14 shots were fired. None of them hit Suge Knight.
He's a big target.
He's a big target and a shady character.
You would think he'd get hit at least 6 or 7 times.
Tupac had already been shot in 1994, so he reported that he would always wear a bulletproof vest after that, yet he did not wear one this particular night.
How come every time I picture Tupac, he has a shirt off? Not like just because it's like a fantasy.
He has a bulletproof vest that looks like a Tupac torso.
No, but he has
the
the bandana and then he's shirtless.
That's a
bulletproof vest?
torso
Oh,
vest.
then I take everything back.
Right. No one saw the shooting occur or reported seeing the white Cadillac in the area, even though it happened on the Vegas Strip right after this major fight. Suge Knight says he never saw the body after he died.
Well, did Suge Knight see him get shot?
And yeah,
because let's talk to Suge about that.
He was right there. And then Suge paid someone to cremate Tupac. And then that guy retired immediately after cremating Tupac.
That's just because you
get a
huge check after that. You get a huge check after cremating a celebrity. He's like, I'm going to Hawaii.
He's never been seen. The cremator of Tupac is nowhere to be found, man.
The cremator of Tupac could be Tupac.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, Rhett. Now you're on to something.
Yes, okay, I see.
Plus, Tupac's last album released while he was alive, he referred to himself as Machiavelli, which is a direct reference to Machiavelli, 15th century Italian writer who suggested that the only way to defeat your enemies was to what?
Fake your own death. Case closed.
Yes.
You don't even need to continue, but you should.
So where is Tupac now, you ask?
Anywhere he wants to be.
Well, he's in Cuba. That's where he wants to be.
Ah.
He wants to escape the limelight and the death threats of his East Coast, West Coast beef.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where he is, living with his aunt. How do we know that? Because Rihanna posted a picture from Cuba of her with him. Here it is. How convinced are you? 100%? I thought so.
I definitely don't sense any Photoshop in that picture.
No, especially like right around the mouth region, his mouth region and like her hair region.
And also the fact that he still looks exactly the same age that he was when we knew him to be alive. But you know what? I don't know. Cuba is a great climate. It's a great place. There's a lot of humidity.
Yeah. Let me give you another one. This is the real smoking gun. It's a video of Tupac appearing in the 2011 Occupy Wall Street stand-in.
Well, first of all, I could see on the still right here. Isn't that the wizard from Harry Potter on the left?
Yeah, that's Dumbledore. And then, but look right behind him and press play on it, brother, because here he comes. There he is.
Is that Tupac in the yellow hoodie? Yeah, that's Tupac.
And then it's been frozen. And then look.
Hold on, there's another Tupac.
Compare the circled cheeks. They are the same.
Exactly the same.
This is De La Memo's YouTube video, and then he goes,
look
at that. There. That does it.
Oh, no. If you had any doubts.
And then there you go. I added that.
Oh, gosh.
Look at that.
When you know what? When Tupac's face replaces that other guy who's not Tupac, that's when it really looks just like Tupac.
Yeah, it's so convincing.
Right.
She is also Tupac.
You put Tupac over that old white lady's face, she looks like Tupac.
Exactly. Tupac is everywhere because Tupac is alive.
If you're interested in the subject of people faking their own deaths, there's a book about it called Playing Dead, A Journey Through the World of Death Fraud, and we got a deal for you. You go to audible.com/GMM and get a free 30-day trial.
They got over 180,000 audiobook titles, including that one. The link is in the description, audible.com/GMM.
Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Lex, and I'm about to do a show. And I'm from Tennessee, and this is my Puggle Ruby. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Thanks to Audible for sponsoring this episode, and remember to go to audible.com/GMM for your free 30-day trial.
And click through to Good Mythical More, where I'm gonna share a personal story from my life, a trip that I took my dog Jade on recently, that you're gonna wanna take your dog Barbara on as well.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Predict.
Birds plotting to poop on cars.
Hey, look at that.
I'm just looking down there. You see what I see?
It's a convertible.
Open the hatch.
Tupac and Suge Knight are in there.
14 droppers.
Let's both aim for Suge because Tupac's been through too much.
I'm not ashamed to say how much of a dog person I've become, that like this dog is running around in exuberance and it gives me joy untold. Unmatched in any other way.